Hello viewers, this is How Too Fast here. In the past, I've reviewed these torque wrenches you see right here. This one is a 1/2 inch torque wrench, and this one here is a 3/8 inch torque wrench. Now these two were purchased separately, and they're really good tools, very accurate, and they're perfect for tightening bolts and nuts on your vehicle. Now recently I found this set that you see right here, and this set comes with 3 torque wrenches. Now this one is made by the company SUZUME, and it comes with a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, and a 3/8 inch torque wrench. And for the price of these 2 torque wrenches I paid, you can actually buy this whole set for the same price. Let me unbox it and I'll show you what comes with it. Now all 3 torque wrenches are stored in this plastic case. Instruction manual. Right here is the 1/4 inch torque wrench. There's a 3/8 inch. And this is the 1/2 inch. Now this also comes with a 1/2 inch extension, 3/8 inch extension, and a 1/4 inch extension. Now these 3 torque wrenches are click style torque wrenches, meaning when you're tightening the bolt or nuts and you reach a target torque value, the wrench will make a click sound and you can feel that click in the handle. That's when you stop so you don't over tighten the nuts or bolts. Let's take a look at this 3/8 inch torque wrench. The overall construction is steel up here. The handle is aluminum. The ratcheting mechanism inside here is 72 teeth. So it gives you more accuracy when you're using this. Right here you have the forward and reverse switch. And this button is for releasing the socket. Now for this 3/8 inch torque wrench, the range is 5 to 45 foot-pounds. If you look at the scale here, the setting is 5 to 45 foot-pounds. When you store this, you want to set this to the lowest setting. That's why right now it's at 5 foot-pounds. If you want to increase this torque setting, pull back on this collar and turn the handle. As you rotate this, this handle will go up. So let's say if I want to set this to 20 foot-pounds. So that's 20 plus 0, that's 20 foot-pounds. If I want 21 foot-pounds, turn this more. And now there's a 1 here, so it's 20 plus 1, that's 21 foot-pounds. This side you're looking at shows foot-pounds. If I turn this, the other side shows Newton meters. So you have 2 scales to use, depending on which unit of measure you're using. Now right here is the 1/4 inch torque wrench. On this scale, for inch-pound, you can set this from 20 inch-pounds all the way to 220 inch-pounds. On the other side, this is a Newton meter, 2.3 Newton meter all the way to 24.9 Newton meter. Right here is the 1/2 inch torque wrench. Here you can see stamped 10 to 170 foot-pounds. And on this scale here, you can see the scale is marked 10 to 170 foot-pounds. On the other side, this Newton meter measurement, 13.6 to 230.5 Newton meters. And all 3 torque wrenches work the same. If you want to adjust the torque value, pull back on this collar and turn this handle. Once you get to the target value you want, release the collar and it'll lock it in place. On this Honda vehicle, the lug nut needs to be torqued down to 94 foot-pounds. I'll first snug it up. On this scale for foot-pounds, I'll first set this to 90 foot-pounds, pull down the collar and turn the handle. $90 and 0 is 90 foot-pounds. Now I need to add 4 foot-pounds. Right here is 4, so 90 plus 4 is 94 foot-pounds. Now I'll put my socket onto the wrench. Set the switch to the tightening direction. Place the socket onto the lug nut and your hand on the handle. Tighten the lug nut. Once you hear that click, that means it's reached 94 foot-pounds and you can stop. I can use a wrench to check on this other lug nut. It didn't move, so it's already at 94 foot-pounds. I also have this other 1/2 inch torque wrench which I've used for many years. I'll use this to check the lug nut that I just tightened. And let's see if it moves. So you heard that click and the socket did not move. So this new torque wrench matches torque setting of this other one I have here. After you finish using the torque wrench, set this back to the lowest setting. So there's no tension inside. And you need to do this to maintain the accuracy of the torque wrench. Another thing is make sure you don't drop the torque wrench onto the ground. And now you can store this back in the case. On this Honda vehicle, this bolt that's for the headlight needs to be torqued down to 5.5 Newton meter. Here I have the 1/4 inch torque wrench. I'm looking at the Newton meter scale. I'm going to set this first to 4.5. So that's 4.5 right there. Now I'm going to increase it and add another 10 Newton meter right here. So 4.5 plus 10, this is 5.5 Newton meter. Put the socket on. Now I don't know if you heard that, but I definitely felt it. So that click tells you it's at 5.5 Newton meter. Let me give you a close-up look. So that was a click of the torque wrench. Again, once you feel that click, you don't want to keep pushing it, because if you do, you'll be over-torquing it. Now with a 3/8 inch torque wrench, it works just like the 1/4 inch and the 1/2 inch that I showed you. You can use this to torque things like spark plug or bolts on a valve cover. Again, the range on this is 5 foot-pounds to 45 foot-pounds. So there are many applications where you can use this torque wrench on a vehicle. Overall, this set of torque wrench worked very well. With a 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch, and the 1/2 inch, you'll be able to tighten all the nuts and bolts on your vehicle to the correct torque spec. So if you like working on your own car and you're in the market for a set of torque wrench, you can pick up this 3-piece set. At the time of making this video, you can get this set for $70. I'll include the link below so you can check it out. I hope you enjoy watching this video. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. To support this channel, remember to click on thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified of new videos.